Great talk, very interesting. And I know afterwards you may have some questions for her, so I'm sure she'll be glad to answer them after the session. I'd like to take a moment before we get into the award section of the program to do two things. One, I want to be sure and thank Dr. Betsy Cochran, who has done a wonderful job with putting together our Research Day program. She and the committee have just taken this on and done a wonderful job, and also our committee members. Do we have any Research Day committee members here? If so, stand up and let's give you guys a round of applause. They also have pitched in and done a tremendous amount of work. Dr. Webb, would you like to come and say a few words about Research Day?
Oh, I guess I might.
Yeah. And then he can help me present awards too. A twofold purpose.
When I had the good fortune to return to Northwestern in 1989, I was really gratified to see that this university, above all others in this state, had an annual research day. It actually had been going on for 2 years when I got here. I was amazed because I've been in higher ed in Louisiana and beyond, and I had never seen anything quite like it. I guess I was not ready to be thrown into it because, in a sense, I was sort of the Betsy Cochran of that era, because I was the Dean of Instruction in Graduate Studies. And I was telling Dr. Abney that in those days, it was really not an easy thing to put together a program and publish it. And I told her that one person who helped us a lot is Dr. Tom Hanson with his computer skills back then. And it really was a slog at times. And there were all kinds of issues that arose. And Dr. Cochran, you'd never have issues. So I'm sure that it's so greatly simplified now. No, that makes me appreciate her work and the work of her committee all the more. Now, one thing I will say that was done that really excited me was that the first year I was back in 1989, we established the MILDRED HART Bailey Research Award to be given on Research Day at Northwestern. So I can tell you that's been going on 24 years. If this is the 26th annual Research Day, then that award has been given for that many years. And the good news is that we, through the years, have chosen to honor other people in different ways. There's the Lifetime Achievement Award that we give in honor of Dr. Jean D'Amato Thomas. There's also awards that we grant to students. And today we'll be honoring some faculty who have really gone the extra mile in encouraging research and student participation. And then one final award that I'll mention that's in honor of one of my dear friends, Dr. Marietta Leviton, and that is the Louisiana Research and Studies Award. And in honoring her, we honor a truly great lady and historian in the state of Louisiana. So I'm privileged to be here with you today. I will be glad to handle this any way you'd like. If you want me to confer the honors, or would you would speak so eloquently about each of these.
I just have to get him the envelope, please.
With me, I tend to freelance, so Dr. Abney doesn't need to freelance.
No, we're doing well. Dr. Webb did a great job of telling you a little about, we'll go ahead and start with the Jean D'Amato Thomas Award. And Dr. Webb did a wonderful job of telling you a little about that award. That award is given to a senior researcher as kind of a lifetime achievement award, because those of you who knew Dr. D'Amato know her commitment to research through her life. And you know, she had been a senior faculty member for many years and still continued to do amazing work, even as she was passing, away, she left behind a manuscript which is currently in the process of publication. So, I mean, what a tremendous legacy to leave behind as a scholar, and all of us, hope to leave something like that. So, we did this to honor Jean, who passed away in 2010. This year's award winner, you want to do it?
Drum roll?
Drum roll, please.
I know who it is, but let me be certain. I don't want to. Do I have the certificate?
Here we go.
Yeah,
Checks on the back. There we go.
Checks on the back.
Oh, there's a check. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wonderful. We started the checks, by the way, with the Mildred Hart Bailey Award back then. I knew who the winner was because I signed the certificate. But I guess some of you will think this is only natural that this person should win it. I think it's interesting that this person becomes only the second faculty member at this university to win both the Mildred Hart Bailey Award and then this Career Achievement Award given in honor of Dr. D'Amato Thomas. And that's our friend, Dr. Holly STAVE.
We have pictures. So, and I also want to real quickly recognize the first winner of this award, who is Dr. J. Mark Thompson. Yeah, J. Mark Thompson back in the back. I'm used to seeing him. That's right. He won the Mildred Hart Bailey as well. So, in a little bit, we'll do a picture mark with you and Holly. And last year's winner was Dr. Karen McFerrin. So, Karen couldn't be with us, but we certainly are thinking of her as well. So, we'll do pictures in a little bit. This year's Mildred Hart Bailey Award winner, and the Mildred Hart Bailey Award is an award we give to people who have made tremendous accomplishments in their fields within the last 3 years. And we have had a number of significant scholars win this award on our campus. And this year, we are lucky to have Ms. Heather Salter-Drum win this award. So, we will make sure we don't announce it to the winners ahead of time, so they don't know, and so often they don't come to the ceremony. But we will make sure she gets it. I wrote her earlier and said, "Will you be joining us at the ceremony?" But that's not going to make that. So, and I also just wanted to take a moment to recognize Ms. Mary Lynn Wernette, who's at the back. She was last year's Marietta Leverett along with Dr. Pete Gregory, who couldn't be with us because I think he's probably working on a student project as we speak. But Pete and Mary Lynn won that award jointly last year. And so we are very grateful to them for all they do to have deserved that award. So next year I suspect we'll be re-awarding the Marietta Leverett. This year we just did not have any nominees. Now we have the student awards, right? Is that what we're moving to? Dr. Webb, you want to do the student awards? Come on.
I would like to say a thing or two about Research Day and its purpose and really its outcomes. You know, when I go around talking to prospective students and their parents about Northwestern, I sell this as a place where excellence in teaching is our highest priority. And I tell them that we also have a highly productive faculty when it comes to research and artistic endeavors, and that all in the cases of our faculty, that these activities actually strengthen and enhance the instructional program. And that's the purpose of it. And consequently, I also take time to tell them, let me talk about our undergraduate and graduate student research program, because I'm so proud of the faculty who get involved, make presentations, write papers, and I'm just as proud of the students who work under the tutelage of faculty members to make presentations. As the students know, that takes a lot of work and it takes courage. I know all about that. And I sincerely appreciate that on the part of all of you. thank you so much. Yes. When I got the program, I hope you took time to look at the program, look at the posters that were around. I was so impressed because, again, I've been involved in this for 24 years with Research Day, and I know the difficulty of pulling something like this off, having designs that are first rate, and especially involving students in the design process. And Michael Herren is our design winner. And Mike, let me tell you. Congratulations, we appreciate you. Okay, yeah, she's giving you what you read. Yes. And an award that we began giving several years ago that I'm so glad we did is the Student Research Award. And this time around, we're going to honor Ms. Rachel PARR. So,
I want everyone to be aware that Rachel is speaking this afternoon at 2 o'clock in room 227 in Morrison, so you can hear what she won her award for. Her title is Use It Up, Wear It Out, Make It Do, the Fashion of the World War II Era. So that will again be at 2 o'clock in room 227 in Morrison. It's a big group, there's lots of seating, I hope you'll come.
You go ahead if you want to. You have 2 additional little awards.
Yes, this award came about, I think, as I was thinking about all of the faculty mentors. And I do want to stop for just a minute and recognize all of the faculty mentors who happen to be here. So if you were a sponsor of a student presentation this year, would you please stand? I know there were a lot of people running around last night listening one last time to that presentation to help their student do a better job, or helping fix that poster to make sure that everything looked just right. And it's, you know, it's not a thankless job. It's a wonderful job, especially on a day like this when you can see the fruits of those labors. But there are 2 people that we especially want to recognize today because of the extra effort that they took to essentially create a culture of undergraduate research in their courses. So both of these faculty members have encouraged their students to participate in Research Day by making it part of their courses. So at this time, I would like to recognize Ann DeShotel from our Alexandria campus. Responsible for almost all of those posters in the back of the room, and I hope when we're finished today that you'll stop to look at those posters. The other person that I want to recognize is someone who has been sending tons of students to Research Day for the past several years, and it's always exciting to go to her student presentations. You will always learn a whole lot, and it's been really important because she has been working with students in fine and graphic arts. For many people in this area, they're going, research? What's research? I don't quite understand. How does research come to play in my discipline? Well, Leslie GRUESBECK has shown Let's take just a second and congratulate all of our award winners again. So this concludes our keynote session. I will mention to students, if you need credit for attending or for attending the poster session, we do have little slips that we will actually stamp for you. But I do hope you'll stop and take a moment to look at our posters in the back, because they represent several different areas here on our campus, and also, again, the work of these students from Alexandria who've come up here to present their work. The next concurrent paper sessions will be at 2 o'clock in Morrison. Thank you for coming.